the first day issue that I think I was so rough on the car, but the rest were okay.
Rally yombutuufu tebadde nnyangu naddala okuviira ddala olunaku lw'eggulu twavuze stage 3 mulundi gumu zatukutuddemuuko n'okutuuza olunaku olwaleero tugezaako okwekuumira ku kkubo ne Mukama n'atukwasizaako naye nga okusoomooza ko kubadde kungi. Twafunye punctures 2 leero mu stage 2 ndiba kyatukozesezaamuko naye nga okutwaliza awamu twebaliza Mukama kuba waliwo bannaffe abafunye ebizibu okusinga ffe. Namanya kifo kituufu kye ndimu naye nga nsuubira okuba mu top 10 ne NRC twaliza awamu twadde twagala tulwane omwaka tubako ebifo eby'omwanja omwaka guno era njatwala omukisa guno nebaze bakadde bange bakubano jange abankwatiddeko.
Got issues from day one till now, but the good thing we've managed to finish the rally. It's all about finishing, though it was not our aim. Our aim was getting good results, but it didn't happen, and we finished. So we praise that. We praise God for that we've managed to finish the rally. You see, when you're in sabbatical, the car, we've been working on a car bit by bit. It is not an easy one. So that's why we had to get breakdowns here and there. But as people, I think we are still okay to go. We are good to go. It's the car that disappointed us. But the good thing, we are here. Yeah, I have to do like more rallies to put the car to the standard I want it on. If at all I'm to compete in 2027. So I think I'll do more rallies as I prepare the car to the tune I want it on.
Very good evening and welcome aboard to the podium. Every single Monday from 10 p.m. to midnight, where we preview and review anything in the world of motorsport, local scene, African scene, as well as on the international scene on this 11th day of May 2026. Only hoping to which from the last time we did run this show as usual to come back on Funama Birunji to Bazakatonda to Musaba to Sokon Vinjavira, then Navacha Mobuzibu, better still to Musabe. I tell me that some Kobuzibo we live a better life. The podium on FUFA TV, Neku 102.1 FUFA under the FUFA Media Services. Every single Monday we do preview and review. Whenever in the world of motorsport. It's a question, it's a program, so a program across the entire world using of course, the FUFA Media app. Also, downloading app from your app over Play Store. So, FUFA TV as well as Nokuri is 102.1 FUFA using that media app over FUFA TV. Ngo jiraba ku DSTV channel 381 over Star Times no in a dish over antenna. Then of course we in a radio so kwango juliza ku 102.1 FUFA Farmer online is a FUFA media app which you can always download from your Play Store over App Store. Kalinza Cash on this 11th day of May 2026 and a lot of happenings the world of motorsport to zone to Sako and to reviewing what we tamuko the Pearl of Africa rally over the weekend here running from the 7th to the 10th of May 2026. The ARS round 2 in the Soka League Kenya, which was a safari. Of course, the round 2 as well of the National Rally Championship. The Soka Mbale, organized by Motorsport Promo Club over MP. You carry with me? Nina Aaron Samba later on in negative wako mkuliro Enoch Olinga Starboy Yawademo Mpapula is Randy Singh producer rather ku doboza Randy Singh program getandika Yawademo mu proto and there's a lot more talking points about that. Well, of course, Enoch will join us later on in the show. And Aaron, who was is as an assistant CEO last week to Amfunando Kunkumbre Simo. Not to worry about how the itinerary of the rally, which says are you going to watch, which ones can't you watch. Katuba to worry Utabarura event. Now, from a computer's perspective, how things flow on our side, and of course, other teams that we manage to interact with. Then, of course, Enoch na to worry from a computer's perspective. Now, we can go mulabi, ubango mwagezi, uinzo kuwa to worry rally akusodo kwango jitambulo, tiwara ngojirabotia. Segeza chedi championship ya feye Uganda Hassan Alwi. Ajikulembedde katilidie neneko atenga mix ya zemu ya Sinasa ya Saudo kuba nenga take a very very good performance. Kale Aaron sabuza kwa tulaba na watuuliza
tulaba na FUFA TV na watuuliza kwa 2.1 FUFA FM Sami Jerere tufisawa kadde kano tuwogere ku muzannyo tusinga okwagala nga ffe ogemotoka z'empaka. Sooka okwebaza management ya FUFA Media Services tuwakakisa kano tuyaba ku mpewo zaayo twogerera ku muzannyo gwe tusinga okwagala. Tusiima twongera nnyo okusiima kulisaayo bonna abafunye ebirungi mu wiiki gitukubira amabega ate ali nakwera wamu nammwe abafunye ebizibu mu wiiki gyetukubira amabega Mukama abagumye asobola bayisa mu kaseera kano kemuyitamu. Nkulisaayo abawagizi abasobodde okutambula olugendo olwo ne bagenda Mbarara kuwaligira emmotoka mu rally ya Pearl of Africa Uganda Rally era nyongera okulisaayo ba officials ate era sirema kulisaayo aba competitors abasobodde okuparticipatinga mu event eno abatasobodde kumalako hard luck naye ate abo abasobodde okumalako muyogeyoge.
Kale hard luck abatamazeeko and kongs abasobodde okuba nga abamalako event yena 65 entries. Ne bane starters meka?
Starters babadde 58, yeah.
58 starters. So of the 65 entries, 7 didn't show up. So the 58 did start the rally. Kale, producer yasooka natuwa ku kalenda ya 2026. Yeah, agituwadde the 2026 NRC National Championship calendar. NRC 1 yali Mbale, organized by Motorsport Promo Uganda. We are running from the 27th to 28th of March. Twali Mbale, so twali twakava Kenya mu safari nga wiki. We had I think 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Ogende Mbale, go during twaliyo. NRC 2 yabadde on card from 7th to the 10th of March of May. Yali NRC 2 stroke ARC 2 nachogeddeko mu preamble. ARC 1 yali Kenya, which was the Kenya Safari Rally. So Mbale did host, of course, that is Western Uganda. Rally had running across different districts. Yantonde Chiruhura, but center stage yabadde Mbarara. NRC 3 it on card from the 19th to the 20th of June 2026, organized by Southern Motor Club, igenda kubira Masaka. NRC 4 igenda kuba on card from the 24th to the 25th of July, eri Soroti ne Katakwi. NRC 6 organized by Uganda Motor Club UMC. NRC 5 rather. Sorry, NRC 5 organized by Uganda Motor Club. Ejako on card from the 4th, the 6th of September.
Venue
to be communicated. TBC to be communicated. NRC 6 again organized by Central Motor Club. Ejako running from that's the Independence Weekend, by the way.
9 to 10th.
9 to 10th of October. Eri Guru Blashat Waliyo. Proud okuba nti rally faba agiwangula mu two-wheel drive category. Yali in memory of the late Rajiv Luparelia organized. Even recently bakoze ey'omukolo ogw'okujjukira Rajiv drive. Yeah, NRC 7 again akuba organized by Umospok. Again running up from the 9th to 11th of November. Eri Hoima, of course, that's been the Bunyoro Kitara Junior, has been the home of Umospok. NRC 8 again organized by Mozak. Again running up from the 10th to the 13th of December. Eri Central Region. Tetumayo egenda kubeera. So that is the calendar. Abalabi baffe bana abawuliriza. If you plan to be in any of those events, asobola calendar eyo, you must plan your time according. Kubanga teri event egwa bugwe, dates zeze ziri confirmed. Tewali date mweyo calendar colliding ne ARC event yonna. Every date.
The nearest eri Rally Tanzania, I think, separated by 1 week.
By 1 week.
So Rally Tanzania iliwo the first weekend of October.
First weekend of October. Kanade wove Tanzania. So ate wano weekend eddako. Ojja kuba ggulu. So Aaron, calendar yiyo, and we had a symposium about number of events. issue yalinga somewhat resolved. I don't know all of a sudden laba kiyeewo
nyebitu bitukola ntuleka haphazardly and at the end of the day but bijja haunting at the end of the day regulation and managing the 8th event really tetwagituukako. I don't know bamwagituukako eyo mu kutu gye tutabeera naye the regulation handling 8th event kubanga twaliwo okusika omuguwa tuvuge eyomunana ngeri optional abanagivuga bagivuga tufune eyomunana nga oselectinga meka zojja okuvuga nga 7 zokka ziscoringa tuvuge okitegera bintu byali bingi ku event eyomunana naye simanyi conclusion yavaayo.
If you look at this calendar kati oyina rally the 10th of May, just this yesterday.
Yes.
So how many days do you have for the next event?
20
how many days?
Like 30 40 days.
40 days.
Yes.
To a competitor?
To a competitor,
30 days.
Competitor tekivaako budde nene nkya gwe muloka oba watandise okukola tomorrow.
Omwagizi kwanza wiki ya rally sigibala oba mu rally 39 days. Then after that you have how many days the next
after
event?
that you have 35 kubanga 20th to 25th
literally for the
20th
next
so ofunye 30 then the 5 days 24
literally for the next 3 weeks every after 3 weeks
ogenda
kuba mu rally, right? The argument is okay, what the child want the first NRC one yali mu March till end of March, the first 2 months I think there were elections then that's why we see it as a bit much congested.
I think that the congestion egenda kuba thrown on to 2027. How? First event we never assembled them January or early February.
Because the last event is on 26th of December.
Not leave alone the rally. It was 13th of December. Just imagine the first event of the next calendar, year 2027. In January over Alefeb.
So you have 30
preparation eryawo mulimu abasajja abatumya ebyuma byamwe ebya puloto munabo bufunye obudde obumala okutumya ebyuma eyo ne preparation preparing emotoka for a full season tekiba kyangu obanga agambye abantu bagenda kuba continuous racing tuwaddeko na break eyo tuwatwetaga break eyo nti from season wegwako to the new season at least a minimum of 2 months. Yes.
If you look at the region, Botswana region here, Tanzania, okay, South Africa, the African continent. South Africa, the NRC are very events in Mukaga. Kenya, Tebaina, because the Bachaina yes, and I had a very long talk with one of the Kenyan journalists, Sabazo covering Apal, which I'll later on talk about in because of this show. Then Gandaga about the federation about Bakal Tundo in Yaba remove that federation government, they won the case in court, then KMSF ne appealing, then they lost the appeal. Then got FIA recognizing the KMSF ya Maina Muturi, then I tell you what this, so the Maina administrative issues, but they have only run one event.
Not the safari rally.
Even last year they ran one event. The Guru Nana Kerry, they were going to running last year, Baji Jau, because they are Abio. So this year they have only run one event. Though Rally Cross, Wabi, they very Kotambula. Then, of course, even the classic Weber Day. Then Tanzania, they have 5 events this year. Rwanda, 4, by 5. 3 rallies and 2 sprints. Burundi, I don't need to have a calendar because the last time I talked to him, he only dates is a yampa. By the way, I was at ARC Burundi. It's on card. The year 14th to the 16th of August, 2026. 14th. What is the matter calendar? From the 14th to the 16th of August.
Ku ARC website African Rally Championship website eyoko wa kuliko chaliko nakati nebo gulawo hours no kuchaliko nya
naye the last communication I had with Adoni yali that communication was on the 9th of February 2026.
Tuli mu May.
Namugamba, kindly share with me your calendar for this year. Unfortunately, our calendar has not yet been finalized with the National Rally Commission. However, I confirm that the ARC is scheduled to take place from the 14th to the 16th of August 2026. Burundi. So Ade is there, so he's the custodian of documentations. So even the producer calendar just what they are 14th to 16th, twinamu event, producer so the calendar for August twinamu event. So yeah, give or take. But of course, you watch those developments. So in that literally, this whole region, Uganda is saying events in Nyinji. Yeah. Elaga Safari, of course, you're running from 12th to 15th of March. Part of Africa, 7th to 10th of May. Rwanda, Mountain Gorilla Rally, 10th, 12th of July. July, the Twinamu event. July,
Twinamu.
24th. Kati wakitegeza bovuga Rwanda. Obo ina weekend ogende Soroti ne Katakwi.
Gundi eriwodi
10th 12th July.
We na weeks biri.
Weeks biri. And the week yara sijibala. Oba na weekend because oba mu event. Mukwawa Rally of Tanzania.
Yes, mbayo.
Eriyo 10th. Eriyo 2nd to the 4th
of October.
Gambe
wali weekend
October. Wove mukwawa
osala busazi paka guru
wove iringa
osala busazi paka guru
odabuzi guru in fact basegeza otambula by road
booking a guru nga buchali
otambula by road teta kudda Kampala osala busazi so our best, I mean, so in the whole region it's us having the biggest number of events, and 8. And there was talk about the National Sports Act, reason being. Now, the question is, all these clubs, apart from the federation, how many sporting clubs do you have? I think 9. 7 of them have events on the calendar. Mbarateriko.
Andy, waliwo kibuzo kye nabuuza, and I was kind of attacked. Nabuuza nti kati Mbarara Motor Club nga weeyitereezezza. Are we going to have 9 events on the calendar?
Because
it's like we are cheering all organizers to have an event at a particular time. So Mbarara kati amaze okwetereza naye tunaajua.
Now I want us to look at the number of entries in the next events. Of course, we want to have such very big numbers.
Definitely.
Let's watch the space about the number of entries, because the more events, now the championship is trying to shape up. Abaliko bali balance. I want to drive this. I will drive this. Others drive events because of. I'll give an example. Byron drives the Fort Portal event. In attachment. Ponsana Gama's SMC, no Jivuga. So you get that others have Ngadankanaga no Vugamba because I have good performance there, but you do mean I'm two driver Gamba whenever I perform well in Barra season in Tamburia Burunji. So it's people have different attachments why should have events. But give or take, these 8 events, someone has said it's an experiment. Let's give it this year and hope it's not cast in stone. Hope next time maybe they can readjust. But give or take.
And the argument about that 8th event, what I presented with that same symposium, rally as the main, motorsport, the main course is rally. Obogezesa main course. Wabawo starters and I gave an example of the slaloms, the kartings, and the expenditure to take events e-sport mu regions endala zonna nyangu nnyo kusinga Australia rally. Cost involves ziba nnyingi nnyo ng'otute rally ng'eno kitwala eggulu oba n'ogitwala Arua n'ogitwala Katakwi. The resources required to run an event mu bifo ng'ebyo nene. So instead of testing with the biggest, which is rallying, nali nteesa nti twali tutandika ne events endala ne tu interesting abantu gye tugenda eyo ne interest ezo by the time tutuuka ku kiri abantu bakimanyira dda.
All right, that was the calendar talk. The next event is on cards next month. We're going for a short commercial break. Get joined by Enoch Leroy Starboy to review the Pearl of Africa Uganda, which was won by the crew of Karan Patel and Tausif Khan. Katukomeo.
Yeah, we coming in.
Uganda's favorite reality show is back.
Yeah, we coming in.
The Boss Buddies are up for the throne.
Ching, 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 a bad girl ring, diamonds all on my wrist. I move like that, I shake like that, fill up when I go ish.
Kampala Cream new season coming this April on Power Magic Prime. Stay connected to DSTV channel 148 and GoTV channel 303.
ISBAT is a research and innovation-driven university with global standards. Apply now for niche and outcome-based employable programs under the Faculty of Information and Communication Technology, Business and Commerce, Engineering, and Health Sciences at undergraduate and master's level. All programs are available both at campus learning and hybrid blended learning platforms. Visit us today on our website at www.isbatuniversity.sc.ug or our campus at Lugogo Bypass, Kampala. ISBAT University, empowering lives.
In a world of stain and grime, dirty laundry everywhere messy. Boy, I gotta put it in sparkling clean. Sabuni una chimala, the everyday freshness, everyday magic. The everyday freshness, the everyday magic, the everyday freshness, the everyday magic. White star magic, the number one detergent, all day fresh clean, with white star magic.
Starting with 100,000 shillings, you begin building real financial strength, because wealth doesn't just happen, you build it. And the ones who start early end up ahead. Every deposit, every month, every little increase. This is how your money grows into wealth. Put your money to work with the experts at SBG Securities. Partner with us today on your investment journey.
SBG Securities. Keep growing for you, for them, forever.
In a world that's changing faster than ever, education is no longer just about filling minds. It's about opening them. At Standard High Schools, we unlock the curiosity of every learner by empowering them to lead, building their confidence, discovering and mentoring their talents. From a well-stocked library to modern science laboratories and up-to-date computer labs, we offer an all-round academic environment for both O and A level in arts and sciences. Our team of highly skilled teachers trained at an international level ensures that no dream is too big and no learner is left behind. Whether it's football or other co-curricular activities, every talent at Standard High Schools has a chance to shine, because we nurture excellence both in and out of the classroom. Find us in Zana Machinde Sabagabo along Entebbe Road, or at our Ndeje Luero campus just off Bombo Road, a short drive from Kampala. A safe, welcoming environment, a school where learning thrives, a place where setting the standard is not for everyone, it's for the determined. Standard High School, education is the way. Call us on 0704-282-043. Email us info@stahiza.sc.ug. Visit www.stahiza.sc.ug. Standard High Schools, setting the standard.
Maria, I'm going to make the mandazi you like today. This is my wife Maria's recipe.
Maria! Maria, we've got the loan! We've got the loan!
But tell me, what's the secret to your success?
Maria is my inspiration. Everything that I do is to make Maria proud.
Right, we'll be back from that short commercial break. It's the podium to be back every single Monday from 10 p.m. to midnight, where we preview and review and in the world of motorsport. We have a mercenary in the house, Mchibawa Asas. Ibigambo bya Aaron Sibyange. Mchibawa Asas Pawamina, Starboy, Enoch Leroy, Oli Enoch Sabuzo Kotana Watuliza. Fully donned in the Asas, the team Nyazi. Mwakoze bintu bana eno ya Stefano Varelli. Stefano Varelli, and when the bad drop is out. Of course, we'll talk about that in the due of this show. Yeah, Starboy.
Yes, njagala okubuuza abatulaba n'abatuulira mwebale nnyo okwekumira wano ku FUFA TV ne ku FUFA Farmer, mwebale nnyo mwebale ddala ku supporting the show, the podium, era njagala okwebaza Bukenya okuddamu okumpereza invitation. Leero nagikkiriza.
Kwetu itoka kuzita. You're the boy on the hood.
Gwali kama sanyarazi.
Ya paro na kimusaba bulungi lungi. Ngeri ngawe badde mu small short sabbatical retirement. Naye nga ndi musanyufu nnyo okubeera ku show. Era nyongera nnyo okwebaliza ddala mwenna abatulaba n'abatuliza. Mwebale nnyo okuwagira show the podium. Kubanga media ekola kinene nnyo okutambuza omuzannyo gwaffe guno okutuuka gye muli. So mwebale nnyo, mwebale eddala n'okwebaza Katonda okutuleeta wano olwaleero n'okututuusaako ebirungi byonna ebitutuuseeko olwaleero. Tumwebaliza ddala nnyo. Abalina ebitatambudde bulungi era tweyongera okusaba mubeere bulungi. N'ababadde embalala mukulike eyo, mwebale nnyo, mwebale eddala kubeerayo na kulaba lwale n'okusapootinga Asas Rally team. Mwebale nnyo, mwebale eddala.
Nayogerako ne agent we. Nangamba gwawe nsobola okumanya ne sigwe mmanyi. Nayogerako naye yajja ne team ya Asas. Nanga twali tunoonya ku mercenary wano twageza okutunyako mu gundi. Our eyes landed on Starboy. Nimuga okay, all the best. Kasina kwashe na agent ekwata the Pearl strategy program no sinenji mukwasa. It has fully delivered. I was asking for the strategy for the rally. Anyway, we get into the event itself. I was now Gambia wanunti Enoch John Batanude and the likes bade bambuza about the show. Nimaga Mchibawa Asas. So someone asked me about the first question I should ask Enoch, and I'm just returning what the viewers and listeners want. How did Enoch get into the Asas team? Because Buddy, Jane Jackson, then Randip got to know Enoch at the entry.
Buddy, Buddy.
Okay.
Manville,
Randip. Okay, Manville, Buddy, Jane Jackson, and unfortunately, Bamba retiring. I think it was in the club. Mama
Yes,
stage, yeah.
SS9.
Mama stage. And very, very good stage times. And very good performance for me in the shakedown. In the shakedown. While you're joining that's the super special. Whatever I go right then that hairpin. The way badding
grass track keep left. Slow left through gates.
The position koja church tujiridde kino nemoga ojoba ulire cha stage. So how did you get into anything about Paul?
Yes.
How did you get into the Assas team?
Well, quite an interesting story actually. Naliao one evening, I am trying to review the rally, summer regulations. Just to collaborate how I can be able to assist, with all the experience I have, all the way from the WRC. Having been two-time deputy clerk of the course for the Pole of Africa rally. So, Nano Nyangeli Jensobolo assisting other team to prepare a very good event. Then suddenly I receive a text message from Manvir. And definitely the text message was a very interesting one. Nambuza, my availability and if I would be able to, join the team and, work with Randip. And yeah, so I guess as the story says, the rest is history.
Did you have any second thoughts about it? Because I has a 9 on your kutwala.
All the time, I love the sport so much, and first love always definitely is co-driving. So the message voyager nali mfunyeyo offender that I was considering at the time. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you weigh the offers and all about which one, which one is going to add a little bit more value, which one is going to add some substance, to what you've already been able to achieve in the sport. And yeah, exactly, and how challenging it's going to be, And Zengo Muntu, I always love doing my due diligence. Era offer voyager nemusawa akade to try and do my due diligence, find out more about the team, who is behind it and bichi. Ate echawa yambe nyo nti their chief mechanic. I have had the pleasure of working him for close to 3 years. Mike Mwandi. So that was a very, very big, addition to help me make my decision. And yeah, I mean. Boba or Muntungo Ulaba, you're a very ardent follower of rallying like I am. Ulaba rallying beyond Uganda, beyond Kenya and Tanzania. You know that Randip is a very fast guy, very, very quick. All the Nzijukia, all the way back actually to Achogedeko in Reiki. 2008, ARC Tanzania. Emmanuel Katonga Kagenda N14, Musajja Chiyamuku Lavana. Or Musajja Nakatoto Yeva. Evo 7 Evo 7 Yemubera Kasigi. All the time, So it was quite amazing, honestly, and I was very, very honored and humbled, for them to reach out to me, and actually I need to ask them, how did they figure?
Where I was taking him is I wanted to be a manager of some sort in this way because I've done a management course in rallying somewhere off the managing a team of success and he was a very good candidate for the Munana. And trust me, messages were exchanging. We even had a meeting with strategy. All of a sudden, mukuna kafunye chi awali beta chuba daga kali ya chino chisinga awali east west home is bezunga moye kajire ka otulaga and but the office still open munana byakoledwa mbagamba yade no wangula ina arasika ketaji koze code very fired so you can sit in. Okay, yeah, that's how that's how Enoch got into the system. The rest is just but very good performance from Enoch. Okay, Aaron, from an organizer point, it was we tried to get you via Zoom, hampered by the network, find a WhatsApp call, rather a phone call about the flow of the event. How did you see the event from an organizational point of view? Because for us as competitors, as a competitor, even Enoch, he could have his 1 or 2 reservations, which can even better the sport.
On the organizer's point of view, with all the challenges we faced, we twataddewo performance ddala eyetagisa nti ekisooka kya byonna twali tumanyidde paale edireyinga all the time tuli 1 hour of the place 2 hours naye kuno twagezezaako you can't believe we are always in those stages most of the days rally we are running at Friday and Saturday we were in those stages at 4 in the night. I remember meeting Enoch one of the time mugawai nazze kunya ko 10 ezekiro mu nsiko eno so sinawa okolati umulamu so twagezaako nnyo okulaba nga tugezaako okulanira ku schedule yatulaga nti at stage ready kati ngeya George Semakula on Saturday stage ready ye ali ya 6:23 ndino kwa stage ready then tukatandika ziroute openers and by 7 something that's when it would be having his first car on track so ekyo nga kikuwaliriza gwe ku making a stage ready before olina okukeerayo obugamba nti ogende kwemu naawe ogende nga abavuzi osanga alaalekazi ziri ku start so chat forcing nga nnyonyonyo okeera nnyo mugundi we tried to do our best yes waliwo ebimu ebyaganye twafunye hiccups wonna wali also in timings na bikira ekiwaliwo ebimu ebyadde not timing but that transfer of information from the stages to the audit and audit finally be giving out the results. These are some of the things we need to make good of. Kati twafuna stages bidi is taina RBI. That's Mama and Mohanji designer RBI. Netwesanga nga transfer ne network ngambi totally mbi. Wanga zile stage ndela twafuna ngekifaananyi n'okikuba n'okiweereza ku ekyo ne ba calculating ku times nga abantu bagenda okuleeta times zaabwe nga bali bafunye dde ebintu naye ku zino stages nga tebalina bibafunira era nga oyinza okulaba nga Hakimu ayinza okulwana nga eronite kangezeeko okuweereza document ogifuna ate ogiweereze ku ekyo so twafuna obuzibu try tusabye boosters network boosters earlier katuli mu preparation meetings zaffe twasaba network boosters tuyambeko okuba nga boostinga ku networks ezo naye unfortunately twazifuna so yali hindrance nene kuffe era kyatugizza nnyema kyatuwadde negative gundi mu flow ya gundi yaffe naye nga yo nga flow ya rally wanga twali tubazi nga by the way our arrangement was on 65 cars 65 and I trust me nga ku range twali tugendeddeko twali tusobola okufuna last car nga ndiwadde nkaga metano zonna zikyalimu at 18:09 chedu tujina lemboga ekyuseemu ekyuse wano naye tuli covering Enoch you know those drills we are recovering at this point ozitegeera we are recovering at this point
awo kati kesu tabitegeera tuyingidde statistics
and for sure
they are not on the itinerary.
So we had really tried to pull it off, and that we did what we were supposed to do. The team, well, of course, maybe that. Mukawa tulabira tuwadde ebyaganye mutusonyiwe
waliwo naliko nagwako mu tiimu y'abantu I bumped into the COC team mukulu kikonze akasasiko ya
ono yali anoonya akasasi ono Wednesday onoonya akasasi
why nati kati tugenda tulaba ensonga zonna ezanyimisa students
the kasasi was part of it from competitors point of view the event.
Well, from a competitor's point of view, it was quite a very interesting challenge. I don't know, buli abadde amuuza ne review mbadde number, I don't know, maybe it is because of the experience of having done Mbarara quite a number of times. You know, because I didn't really find it too bad. You know, once okay, initially, but you know, the first day of Reiki, first stage of course was Charles Muhanji. Ate we know kujukira nti it was Randip's first time driving in Uganda ever, you know. Ate kati bo Tanzania je bavugira amakubo one galinga, you know, very wide like highway roads, two either sandy or you know loose gravel, you know, so tebadiringa nnyo na trenches, grass track, ditches, dips. So we twayigira Charles Muhanji naja nagamba, oh my god, this is I've not seen anything like this before, you know. So it was a little bit, it got him a little bit starstruck, you know. So right from then on, Tugamba, okay, now we know we need to take it, you know, kilometer by kilometer to try and see. Kada letu watu itamureki netusanga it was the FIA observer. Na tugamba nti netusanga Guvi Bala. Na tubuza nti mwaise kwate mu mama. Ofeta ate tunagenda nagamba nengambo why no yabadde chi, you know. But anyway, regardless of that, ate bwe twagenda tuita mu mama, for us it was okay, you know, it was fine. At the end of the day, everyone was facing the same conditions. So it's just a case of what is your strategy? How do you lay your strategy? How do you do your recce? How do you get through? And how do you do your pace notes? You know. So for me personally, from a competitor's point of view, the rally was amazing. The rally was really lovely. Ekintu kye competitor ky'abasinga okwagala from the get-go when the rally has begun, sticking to the itinerary. Itinerary we begamba stage 1 etandika sawa 2 kitundu. Yes. First can ever ku start line sawa 2 kitundu. For me, that is the ultimate. And I do believe the COC's team really pulled that off pretty well for me. When tunulamu nengamba, where did we have a delay? The only delay I remember we had was one Kaguta stage, Aaron, we had stage commander. Yes. And that was because a competitor had rolled. Yes. That was the only delay I remember. Having, of course, Neya, exactly, which is much understandable. Of course, Neya, you know, Neya power stage, which is, you know, give or take. So, from a competitor's point of view, on my side, I do believe the COC's team did a very good job. Ekirala nti omulimu gwabwe ngutegeera. Bulungi. Era n'embeera mu Kenya. Pero mukadirisa. Sakati olaba omanyi case tali serious. Yandibadde yeebuuza ku nzi strategy. Kuba engeri gyetegeera the other side of the coin.
When I saw their entry and the times they were posting, because you guys lost, because we have stage times, you lost to over 9 seconds in the first stage, right?
Yes.
So I'm like,
don't know any country I know we are only. Say go on the
it was mind games. But when I saw the times, I go, hey, this is unfair already. You're having a COC sitting in a car. When do you expect the lines, everything is much better. Yeah, but yeah, for yes, of course, Aaron, you guys did really very good job. You tried, you did. You went with that magnitude and that pressure, the whole FIA comes in the country and everything is watching, so anything else. One of the things in Arabia, accident-free event. True. In terms of flow, of course, it's Kaguta because of the road. I think Dr. Ansel to stage right, turning right. The first turn in that stage.
Box 3.
But again, even nothing Mureki, when we're doing 2 passes, but when wait time the first pass, you will have a stage very
true.
For the Kamuta and Ankole, I did them last year, though in reverse. So okay, not so much. Is it rough? You can but Mohanji ne Mama there were stages. I think even to make Mama was the Obakubango of Omenye Mama. The transport from the end of the main
from the end of
I think it was
9 kilometers.
Ate Aaron wajukira. Already alinamu obuzimuzimu mu stage. Ojukira Mbarara 2024. Kubaga baba demu nightmares.
Katakali ko demo. But finally
I don't know what to say now wano.
Mkuu namujukiza. Namujukiza Mureke ne efula atalabe muga wewa. Nago badde. So the recce was so right to Gamba if the locals had done like it was go through the same stages from the NRC one. But I got the second that's a bit of pampering the locals. That to come eventing same note, same everything.
No, nayenga Kunsonge yatwe gyoyogeddeko. You know, we had a conversation on the way back from Mbarara. Kuba, I think in Tanzania they are preparing for round 2. Kuba baino kuba in round 1 in February. Because of all the rains. You know, it flooded, so they could not be able to hold the event. So I think the next round should be round 2 should be Iringa. So we're having a conversation. Nembabuza, is Iringa the precursor for the ARC round? Nangamba, no. That is the ARC round is going to Morogoro. Then Nangamba, but we shall have. I think it should be either NRC 3 or 4 will be running in those same Morogoro stages before the ARC. Nangamba, okay, that's a very good idea. Why is it a very good idea? Chiyamba organizer.
Bad spots.
The flow of the itinerary that they're looking at. So it's a very big plus one on the side of the organizer. You see the flow of your itinerary. You see the flow. You see the allocation of your resources. You see their weaknesses in what you have put together in the stages, and then you're able to adjust accordingly. You know, in the ARC event in the NRC event when there is no pressure. So when you get to the ARC event, you already seen the loopholes and you're able to
close the gaps.
Yeah, exactly, to close the gaps.
And they talk about locals getting an advantage. It's still take.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, that's going to be a case. I will give you a very clear example. Whatever the ARC Portugal, Omanye miyake mekaja wavugide stages.
It's a Portugal.
Exactly. You know, so for me, at the end of the day, it's not a wrong thing for the competitors to have an advantage. Chevola wetwakola PAL 23 and 24. There was a very small difference between the stages. You know, because at the end of the day, you've done a rally that has been successful with no issues. You figured out how to use your resources. Everything has worked okay. The safety was very good. Can't you watch you say?
With that analogy, the round NRC 1. With this kind of trend, because PAL has been NRC 2.
Yes.
Now with NRC 1 and ejja kugendanga, ejja kubeeranga before PAL we agenda okubera. And do the same even like having the same flow?
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, choizo kola. Kubajukira NCRs ezaguno mwaka zigamba you cannot do more than 100 exactly 140 kilometers. So pretty easy. Do 3 stages. Just run that because nga organizer chogeza kokola, you're trying to test the flow of your itinerary. You're trying to test the flow of have we chosen a good spectator point, you know? How is it if we do it this way? If you run it in this direction?
It's the same team that does NRC 1?
Pretty much, yes, pretty much. Because ogeza kokola how everyone is gelling with each other and to make everything smoother. So it helps the organizer a lot. You know, in terms of trying to prepare for the big one. So when you get to the big one, you're not getting surprises.
I think
can pay example. That super special stage.
I was talking to Ravi today. Ravi Chana. So when I did post about the show on the International Rally Forum, Najamin was like, don't forget to talk about the dust in the Rugari stage. In the Rugari stage. The dust was, you couldn't buy a gum with the
environment was supposed to handle the water issue. It follows the Department of Environment.
Incident yandakando za mamule mukasawe. Mamulabe he went in Fias to say, so he went off the track and night am grass track.
Oyogedde ku nsonga eyo.
And there were people there.
Oyogedde ku nsonga eyo. Kakati ensonga eyo yoyogeddeko. Butudda mu mateeka. Did he miss a tulip or did he miss a tulip?
It's one of the reasons. Okay, we had our own issues as a team, but that dust alone affected our performance. We go in for a short commercial break. To come out, we talk about we get into the stage times of the event. To come out.
Pace. There is no margin for error. So much here is familiar.
Over 1900 games brought us here.
There is not a sporting heat quite like this.
But history doesn't care about the journey.
The Premier League is the best league in the world.
La Liga is far and beyond the biggest winner.
It only remembers how it ends.
You bottle it. There's no other word. You bottle it.
8 titles. 1 month of mayhem to decide them all.
That is outstanding from Patrick Dorgan!
Stay connected and watch DSTV to catch the football season finale this May. It's on.
ISBAT is a research and innovation-driven university with global standards. Apply now for niche and outcome-based employable programs under the Faculty of Information and Communication Technology, Business and Commerce, Engineering, and Health Sciences at undergraduate and master's level. All programs are available both at campus learning and hybrid blended learning platforms. Visit us today on our website at www.isbatuniversity.sc.ug or our campus at Lugogo Bypass, Kampala. ISBAT University, empowering lives.
Welcome to Bukedia Comprehensive School, empowering minds, transforming future. Education is the cornerstone of achieving one's dream. At Bukedia Comprehensive School, we offer a holistic learning experience that fosters academic excellence, creativity, and character development. Our institution is a one-stop education center of excellence with a secondary school for O and A level, offering both arts and sciences, a teaching hospital, and a technical school. Bukedia Comprehensive School is a state-of-the-art facility with a well-equipped science laboratory, well-stocked library with a wide range of books, 24-hour stable internet connection, and a conducive and safe environment with 24-hour security for learners. We offer computer science, tailoring, hairdressing, mechanics, carpentry, and construction. Our dedicated team nurtures and empowers every child to reach their full potential, turning dreams into reality in extracurricular activities like football, swimming, and many more. Visit us 33 kilometers along the Bale Kumi Highway in Bukedia Town Council, Bukedia District. Bukedia Comprehensive School, knowledge and innovation.
In a world of stain and grime, dirty laundry everywhere messy. Boy, I gotta put it in sparkling clean. Sabuni una chimala, the everyday freshness, everyday magic. That everyday freshness, the everyday magic, the everyday freshness, the everyday magic. White star magic, your number one detergent, all day fresh clean, with white star magic. What you need to cooking oil like no other, makes your meal so sweet and scrumptious. Hey, put your family, the taste of Uganda. Yeah, I want ya. The taste of Uganda. I want ya. Fortune family. The taste of Uganda. Yeah.
Maria, I'm going to make the mandazi you like today. This is my wife Maria's recipe.
Maria! Maria, we've got the loan! We've got the loan!
But tell me, what's the secret to your success?
Maria is my inspiration. Everything that I do is to make Maria proud.
All right, I'll be back from that short commercial break. It's a podium to work every single Monday from 10 p.m. to midnight, where we preview and review all the latest in the world of motorsport. Someone has just sent me a message into COC, assistant COC, abakwambala mujozi gonna yandira ddala ganti your team ejiwa akasasi prior to the event. Thanks for sticking to your designs. Otherwise, kabaneka with them. Ene agambye oli angambo yasase wa ujina musa osimanyo. After the event, before the event.
So Tanzania.
In appreciation of what?
In giving back to someone who did very well.
On our way. Okay, we get into the event. The regs 65 and everything. The regs talked about if you're to do the shakedown. Of course, the qualification stage was compulsory with all the ARC competitors, and there were 16. 23 of them initially at the entry list, but 16 Bebala became an event. There was no downgrade. There was no downgrade in Charlie Musafari, where in terms of the scrutineering. So for the ARC mandatory to do the qualify. The shakedown for the locals was optional, and you had to register. But I think there was a waiver and an extension because locals are all shakedown. So I think for the betterment of our listeners, let's differentiate for them the three. The free practice, the shakedown, and the qualifier. Because all the stages were 3.77 kilometers. Yeah.
According to Mateka, so basically it is simply a case of ku ARC betaga okukola free practice ne qualifying kitegeeza nti betaga okugenda okuvuga stage muteeka kigamba nti at least one pass of free practice ekyo kitegeeza nti ogenda n'ogezesaamu emmotoka okugezaako okufindinga setting enasinga okukolera obulungi before you can qualify for the stage. Kati eyo free practice teba time tena impact ku results kubanga oba ogenda gezesaamu emmotoka kiringa bemulaba ku WRC bwe bakola shakedown stage kumacha. So basically it is just about the same thing. The WRC, they are trying to find the best setup that they can be able to use for the rally. Same regulation applies for ARC in that fact. So we have a free practice, then we have qualifying any mandatory. Kati ensonga wachi balina qualifying any mandatory inti ebayamba okuchuzinga start positions as a first leg of the rally. So that is the differentiation between free practice ne qualifying. Into qualifying is timed, and from those times is where the crews are able to know what the start order of leg one will be for the event. Aaron Ajakoba will hear about the shakedown.
Shakedown basically nayo evanga free practice. Actually nayo teba timed. You go through the route for the other people abatakoze qualifier nabo kati chubula kiri for the ARC people abakoze qualifier osobola okujja n'ogivuga oba n'otagivuga. So for you to abasawo it's good until you apply not necessarily into champaka netu kuteolo nawo kutegekera gwanajja era muba kubanga tewali yasaba kujja kola shakedown kubanga shakedown basically yali yabo abatakoze ARC omuntu yali akoze ARC datola na nsonga lwachi ojokola shakedown. Shakedown era nga bubagambe free practice jango checking shock zange feel area in the ground. It is almost similar to what you'll be using
for the rally. Yes. So try to itamu pass ya the Lucari being wrecked that tulip seeing of course the road book was flowing but I saw other tulips mbula gachiche because why you know ARC na kweli fego na kona shake tumaga tubeleka swa tulaeba tugenda apart from the pambana nabo ne yate watu pambanye tambi ya okay so I think that is clear well cleared and producer so to times the qualifier and Samanvura won the qualifier 6 seconds ahead of Patel na ye if you look at last year, it was the other way around. Patel won the shakedown. Won the qualifier.
Chenda biko kwa abami ababiri. Tera yagala kugoba munne. Tera yagala kumugoba. Era kuluno kyakoze bekityo nti kara bora yagukubye. Nga muteka bwe kiri. You flip the finish backwards. When you take flip the finish. Nti ayasinze. Tukakubanga kubona abakoze qualifier balonda mu batano bokka beba seeding nga kutandika leg 1. So they flip them. Nti asinze yatwala namba 5. Awokubiri natwala namba 4. Olwokuba flipping de ku namba 3 e middle point yetachuka asigalayo nga bwali. Era ku lunondo yali mukwawa. Yes. Then 4 no twala ekifo yabadde okuna no twala ekyokubiri yabadde okutano obanga gwagule kubo. And so happened nti Iceman yali wa kutano. That's why you people saw him as
Canavan on the road.
Yes, and that kati bana basigadde abala wadde mubadde bangi nnyo mu qualify eyo. Abala bagenda nga bafollowinga namba gamwe nga bwe mwatandise qualify eyo. N'abo abatamazeeko oba batafunye budde time eyo nabo ne bagenda nga bamaze okumanya bana bamazeeko bagenda batamu.
In other words, the road order is given to the first 5 cars as per the qualification results. Then the rest ne baba seeding as per
they started. Kati yachubula batuuka twatuuka ne tulaba nti Nsereko lwachi atandikira mu maaso gani ga Oscar. Nsereko yamalako qualify. So he got time. Neba mu grading up ngere. Kati Oscar yafuna ebizibu mu qualifier yalina okubanga ajja mabega wuya akoze eki.
Wouldn't it be the other way around in terms of road sweeping duties for abana bata qualifying ne balitandika. Nzenga wangu the shakedown nefuna that extra advantage of being the last car. Onto the road.
Bachikolanga luli neera walondanga start position yo. Kati wata yinti olonda kapapulano ogamba. Kati kuluno ba flipping at the 5 boka. Era mutufu qualifier yo baba abantu 10. Bana batanu banga bakoze best times. Then they are fit. To lead.
To do the road.
Then mwabalamwe. Tukiza mbaina mumugwa wanera. Si wali eri.
Kwana line Iceman yao mu the ceremonial start before start of the ceremonial start. Ngamubuza about anti ogenda ligula. Nagamba I'll open, but how is the rest of the chasing park? Nemugamba the car that would have put you on tenterhooks is not homologated for this car. So which car? Then you msongere mabega. Excuse me, which car is that? Nemugamba 2-3. Come on. Comparison to his. Okay, so I think that is very, very clear. Professor Soto ako times the qualifier. The qualifying times. You guys did the Makora shakedown, and you guys were really on pace. Why you opted to test the graph?
Okusinzira nti era yali gwali omulundi gwa ogwali gusooka okuvugira mu Uganda, and also being that it was the first time that we were getting to sit together, so try to exactly, we needed to have that sit time, without pressure before the event. Okulaba, how things were going to work, how we were going to gel. Of course, we had quite a bit of time, in the recce. Even before, they had traveled. Of course, Nalimbu is through my due diligence, what note system is he using, how does he prefer the flow of his notes and things like that, into semi-pro yakula.
Mercenary
into semi-pro yakula, for the event. So for us, the shakedown was a no-brainer. It was definitely something very, very.
And you guys are given 2 passes.
Actually, yes. Tuwafuna 2 passes. Tuwakola kemu. One because of the time factor. On the same day, we did have to make sure that the car was back into park before 4 p.m. for the ceremonial start. Ate the shakedown start delaying because we had 2 cars that had actually broken down on the track.
That was Sodo and Momo.
Oscar. Yeah.
Even
jukira momo yagwa momo bamujjayo mangu yali agudde very close to where the service park was.
Yes.
So recovering him was very easy. Na ye so ne
Oscar bali eri munda
right inside into the stage, you know. So and the stage would not start again until they were very sure it was completely cleared. Yeah. So because of the time factor, it would have been very good to be able to do 2 rounds, you know. Because when you do one or where you natural fees motoka, maybe you need to adjust, you know, the suspension a bit. Maybe you need to adjust the mapping of the car, given how it's feeling, you know. So, but I think, yeah, one look through the shakedown really did suffice.
Because times producer that one day you are 19.2 seconds ahead of Ronald Sebuguzi. Nakola 408, Nakola 427.
Yeah, which was pretty decent run. Actually, with Wakola stage, we really liked it quite a bit. It's quite nice and technical. Has a very good rhythm, flowy. You know, worked really well with the car. The setup of the car, you know, pretty amazing. We didn't really have to change much, so it was very good stage for us. Atene tour. You know, a very good picture of what the Rukari and Power Stage would be like, you know, as well. So yeah, it was a very good one. We really enjoyed it.
Stage yali 3.77 kilometers. Yali yakoma ku to a box. But when you get Rukari, you do the hairpin left. Ogenderi kayumba then.
Koma wono kola hairpin ndala no dayo no jamu yalinga ditch before. Ojja no kola mano yam.
So wali okolera, I think it is box 16 in Rukari and the Power Stage where you would turn right to go up and do the other Mickey Mouse. For the shakedown, you are going straight through the trees.
Yes.
Landing on box, which would have been in the Rukari stage, I think was box 20, if I'm not mistaken. So that was the difference between that was the difference between the shakedown and then the Rukari and the power stage. So that's, I think it was less that maybe 2 kilometers. Yeah, almost 2 kilometers. Yeah.
6 points.
Over very beautiful Mickey Mouse. Oh, I love that bit.
and for us, I think nothing was when we came to do the Rukari stage on Saturday. Okay, the super special was more or less a direct one, but when we came to the Rukari stage on Saturday, the first stage on Saturday, 6K, 6.44 Ks. We wish we had registered for the shakedown. To be to funa feel much better. Okay, police got to times. Okay, so that was it. The shakedown, the qualifier one on the RRC won by Vora, 6 seconds ahead of Patel. Then the shakedown won by this guy is 19 seconds ahead of Sebuguzi. There's a Mari, Randip, Sebuguzi, Moses, Badi, Biona by the way.
Ambrose Biona, yes.
I think you guys were there. Okay, so okay, first Sebuguzi.
No.
Yeah,
actually, ne Ahmed Huwe shakedown. Unfortunately, because of that delay, they decided they opted not to do it for
then Sebuguzi yakomo the second time. Nakola shakedown. I think the second pass. In that loop he won it 4 seconds ahead of Moses Lumala and 37 seconds ahead of Biona, which of course not so much about for them they're getting a feel for the best stage again or Kubera. Okay, so that was it. But after the shakedown, we had that was on Thursday.
Yes.
Of course, Wednesday the scrutineering and everything. Thursday we had the qualifier and the free practice qualifier, the shakedown. Then we had the ceremonial start Lakeview. In that it's our Lakeview, and where speeches were given and everything, and and one of the things that made the flag off was the setting. This was done by Ahmed Huel. to next one to the ramp. The way he set that car, and it got everyone. Muduza palo because abali babadde ovulu nga ziri waggulu. Kyatulemesa nnyo ku jubilations obulungi naye abadde fanali mu ovulu. Mama Masati gas baskala muzi vest because that Yaris. Oh my God. I don't know whether he did it fuluma out of park fame then he set to kwingira ku ramp. He did come to win the rally.
Yes.
He had come to win the funds.
To win the
way of moment he was living up to his expectations. So the flag off and this which was very surprising. In most cases flag off wegwa there's a park fame. this time around teyaliwo. From there we had a drivers briefing at 7:30. The contentious issues about the rules.
Yes.
Which rules are going to be applied for this rally for the nationals. COC Janagamba Article 1.4 of the supplementary regs Gamba. This rally is going to be run according to FIA International Bichi. The locals are saying that we ARC to know Amateko if it's a risk. I think it was Anthony Mugambe raising a drivers briefing. Kugundia Lake View, restaurant Lake View, until we need to be considered as locals. Nevagam refer to your regs. Our discussion here. Target of my Sporting Commission, I think, was one of the ASN stewards.
Yes.
And there's another Mr. Rutaguera, then Leon Senyange, who was the third? Because there are three. Mr. Rutaguera
crossing over. Mr. Rutaguera yali ASN steward, side area ARC.
Yes.
Then kwaliku Leon Senyange.
So we talked with Leon about it. No, it was about Anthony Takiriza and everyone was issued. But finally, when I talked to Leon after, when the dust had settled, about the numbers, okay, give an example of driver. Yasin Nasa is scoring in 2 categories.
Yes.
How do you, God forbid, in the first stage, Muhanji, again, I restarting wali ku service abraga mu super special stage.
Yes.
Then ku day 2 are restarting ngo wa ARC. We achiteka ku meza so ne kubire simu. So na ku bane mugane ne mu mute. Ne kubira asa mwe wae buli mu zero. Nanga magutya ne kumunyaga ma kambe je mvanzi je. Unfortunately asobola kulabi. But that alone nagamba it really made charity jandles. I don't know how you do.
Yes,
because it was a bit tricky. You can't have 2 rules
governing the same people.
Yeah, I mean to simply put it, Kuba, I had the same conversation with him. Kuba, I was thinking just about exactly as Anthony was thinking, but it would be a little bit unfair to the national because the national regulations accept for restart at any regroup before the next section of a rally. Maybe a later point here, then it started making sense to me. Then it hit me. Which regulation do you consider first on an international event? Be it an ARC event, be it a WRC event. The first regulation you consider is the regulation of the international event, which in this case was the regional regulations. So they take precedent at this point. So at the end of the day, you can only work with one regulation and you can't work with 2 different, regardless of you running 2 separate championships in one event. So for me, a conversation Namugamba, it has got to be clearly stipulated in our national competition regulations that for the Pearl of Africa Rally,
the ARC
regulations, regional rally rules will take precedent. And they will be what will be working only for the Africa Rally Championship round, which is the Pearl of Africa Rally. Every other event, is free to run with that. It's clear. It's very, very clear for everyone, so it does not affect me. Otherwise, if I was in a position where that would have affected me on the event, trust me. Yes, I would have done everything in my power because the supplementary regulations were in my favor. It was very clear. This rally will run under the regional rally regulations, the international sporting code, and the national competition regulations. So I would have the right to either put in a protest or to go ahead with the national, rally regulation. Yeah.
Okay. So when that was settled, because Anthony, pack from out kumacha, but finally, we should not wish ourselves a situation. That conundrum of the situation of restarting. Good enough to have the comment that situation.
Yamara ne yakubile simu.
Ale yamara ngatakwata simu zangu. Nanga masaidi zene. Nelioni. Okay, so producer so to times okay, that of course the first stage pack from out then as we get into the stages, we really have a motor car we choose the motor cars competitors. Then in the morning there's a service. I think a charity today as Charlie, because of a tire change. Never see saga mambo drivers briefing. Muchinzo okutawanya abantu. Let's just have a service, a remote one of 15 where you can do a tire change, then refuel on your way to on your transport time, then do the first.
By the way, Moregizi, beba just a simple refuel. Itwera ojukolera ku transport time yo. Naye for anticipation of a tire change, a teka lilikiria, a tire change must have a control in and control out. And a minimum of 15 minutes.
Yes.
So when that was envisioned, instead of creating just a refuel, go to out 15 minutes. But tire change yes. Take a stage. We are to some pirajo, join a jimala, take a warm one arm after Kumala, took out 2 so to come service. Or take a camelback so.
That's what you're saying. You can have a control, get it specific for the tire change.
Yes, Chisoboka.
Yes. Tell him any other mechanical work.
Yes, it is possible.
So if at all I'm not going to do any tire change, I come into that control, I check in, wait for 15 minutes,
yes,
check out.
I'll give you an example. Pearl of Africa Rally 2008. Start of the rally park for me was Hotel Africana. So they were driving to Mitiana. So between what is that? I think between Kasana and the start of the first stage, there was a tire change. And most of all the ARC competitors were competing at the time. Emmanuel Kato, Hideki Miyoshi,
John Williams,
Jamie White,
Lola Valax,
the Lola Valax, the late Riaz Kuji, they all used that tire. And it was only a tire change, nothing else. So it is very possible. Now, I have not seen that since 2008. So at the end of the day, instead of having Kubura with that, sometimes Chiba more necessary if the distance between the park for me out and the service park is very long, and from the park for me to the first stage is shorter than from the park for me to the service park. It is easier to have that tire change between the park for me and the first stage, so that ate togenda ku lengthening itinerary yo okubajja ku park for me to take them to service park, then bring them back to the start of the stage. That is where it most applies. Nabo tunulira the flow of the rallies that we're doing these days. It is more towards having something very compact. So Bochiroza Mogamba, I might as well just put a 15-minute service anyway. You know, to have a better flow. And also resources. You know, to work with your resources a lot more efficiently, so that you don't have so many resources spread all over the place. Yeah.
Okay, producer saw 2 o'clock. So that was from Park Farm out, which was Lakeview, Janko remote service, Wadukari. Then do another 20 or so kilometers.
28 kilometers to get to the Charles Mohanji
stage. Charles, producer saw 2 o'clock times SS1.
Kalori Mohanji.
Of course, in memory of Kalori. SS1, the sister was there also to give out an award. Very good gesture from the
very beautiful gesture.
Producer Sorok times SS1, which was won by Vora, and the times of Vora. That is it. SS1 Charles Mohanji. Vora did 10:41. Duncan 11:52. Randip 11:58. KP 12:39. Difference between KP and Vora was 1 minute and 58 seconds.
Segabo,
Segabo in a 12:57. 18 seconds behind Patel. But Leroy,
yes.
A minute and 17 seconds off the pace. Vora. Again, that stage you're favoring which kind of what's the suspension travel your Mokarandi Perish? Is it R4 and R5?
No, it's R4. R4, but with longer, a bit longer than the ordinary, than the ordinary R4 suspension.
R4 suspension is zombie suspension. The shorter one, over the normal one, over the longer one.
Yes. Okay, Pesanga, we're going for a short commercial break. We got through the stage times of the event after this short commercial break.
Yeah, we coming in.
Uganda's favorite reality show is back.
Yeah, we coming in.
The Boss Baddies are up for the throne.
Ching, 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 a bad girl ring, diamonds all on my wrist. I move like that, I shake like that, fill up when I go ish.
Kampala Cream new season coming this April on Power Magic Prime. Stay connected to DSTV channel 148 and GoTV channel 303.
ISBAT is a research and innovation-driven university with global standards. Apply now for niche and outcome-based employable programs under the Faculty of Information and Communication Technology, Business and Commerce, Engineering, and Health Sciences at undergraduate and master's level. All programs are available both at campus learning and hybrid blended learning platforms. Visit us today on our website at www.isbatuniversity.sc.ug or our campus at Lugogo Bypass, Kampala. ISBAT University, empowering lives.
In a world of stain and grime, dirty laundry everywhere messy. Boy, I gotta put it in sparkling clean. Sabuni una chimala, the everyday freshness, everyday magic, the everyday freshness, the everyday magic, the everyday freshness, the everyday magic. White star magic, your number one detergent, all day fresh clean, with white star magic. Cooking oil like no other makes your meal so sweet and scrumptious. Hey, the taste of Uganda. Yeah, I want ya. The taste of Uganda. Yeah, I want ya. Fortune family, the taste of Uganda.
Maria, I'm going to make the mandazi you like today. This is my wife Maria's recipe.
Maria! Maria, we've got the loan! We've got the loan!
But tell me, what's the secret to your success?
Maria is my inspiration. Everything that I do is to make Maria proud.
All right, we'll be back from that short commercial break. It's the podium to be back every single Monday from 10 p.m. to midnight, where we preview and review in the world of motorsport. When you come to the Musinziro Kubanga Mutulawa, Nabajibi Musisi Agamambu, the 8 years surviving the 8 years surviving the Etios. Etios. Manso and Yajita, this is Yakumpo, and then, you know, Jonas Agamenti were. Wasaide de loge de mo asas wa chikoze je ntemga me fa muonye sita badajira muza sita amuna badajira muza. Okay, producer, so to ku stage times, you know, the times of Patel and rather Vora and Duncan, because he posted the second best time, a minute and 17 seconds off the pace. Vora should have been on maximum all out.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. Vora Chirabikanga right from the get-go strategy. You know, let's hit the road running right from the get-go. Let's attack, you know, and try and build a gap as much as we can. Bojukiramo last year, Twage Nokumala leg 1. I think the gap between him and Kepi was, I think, less than 30 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. While the gap only increased on leg 2 in the first stage of the morning, where he took almost a minute something, you know, to increase his gap to about 2 minutes before he hit trouble in the Kaguta stage. Yeah, so right from the get-go, definitely Ragabola 10:41, a minute. 11 seconds quicker than Duncan. Yeah, that was definitely.
Even the average speed speaks a lot out of it.
Yes, absolutely. I told about that stage. That stage was quite interesting. Kuba we talk on a Reiki. We figured, you know, the stage did not really have a rhythm. You know what exactly. Then it takes you off. You know, there's a rhythm change. You hit a grass track. There are ditches. You know, you can't afford to overshoot a corner because all the diverts. 10 meters from the divert was water. It was waterlogged. So if you overshoot that, you get stuck, the car would have just sat, you know. So it was a very, very difficult stage to kind of pick a rhythm through. Definitely looking at Vora's time, he was very, very, very much able to pick a rhythm, you know, and know how to drive the stage. So definitely very, very intentful. But only that, if we look at it on the ARC category, side, I mean, the gap between him and KP on that first side, because in ARC KP was, you know, second fastest, and he was, I don't know, 50 some, almost 2 minutes down, 17 kilometers. Yeah, Vora had a plan.
Now producer are scoring a result to once. Those are not Evo 8.
Anonya Uncle Munana. Munane, he wants you 40.
I think Munane did the worst stage time in that stage because we lost our brakes, so 26 also, so there was no way we could.
Checha go sesa
you look at stage, so yeah, but anyway, but that very, very staging you got the quantity. The more those are what you call
they would love it.
But even on Saturday when you did the repeat, it seemed a bit slightly much better than I think it's cheating normal, but not so much. But what the first pass of Ricky Gama, wow, this was a typical one. Yeah. Then the second pass, give or take, but the first pass of the actual competition, I don't think if it was a number of zip. So I think you get an because of such. I don't know was man in that stage.
Akim Mawanda.
You know, okay. Let's tell you you're in Nunji.
Yeah, actually, for me personally, I would have preferred the first half of the stage. Why? Because the first half of the stage, Jalimu quite a bit of everything, if I can say. It was a bit fast, it was a bit wide, then it would tighten, then it would get very, very technical. Then pretty rough in the grass section, narrow as well, you know. And you hit the big road thereafter. It reminded me a lot of when we used to drive the 50 kilometers of Akachapa. Oh, Rushororo, like the headmaster Rushororo, Leon Senyani will tell you. So, honestly, for me, even with the familiarity, Kesh Boba Dogamba, you know, the more you do the stage, the more familiar you get, and maybe it gets better. For us as a team, honestly, it never got any better.
Okay, but so we times that stage 2 2, stage 2.
That is Kaguta.
That is the Kaguta.
Manned by the one and only.
Kaguta results for SS. Yeah, stage 2. Yeah, still Vora.
Masajja yaganye okwambala essaati ya sasa.
That's stage 2. Kaguta stage. Vora. 11:50. A minute and 3 seconds ahead of Asanalo. Vora. Kuna we yali ayita bali bamulabako. Nze yita dduka era wenyuka bwe wenyu.
Nina very close friend wange Uncle Kali. Awali mu rally Uncle Kali mumanyi. Yadda mu inbox n'ambuuza naye eno kasoko ogulire. Abasajja bano banywaki. Nemugamba no, it is plain and simple. Strategy and commitment. That is basically what it is.
Vora was a minute and 3 seconds ahead of Asanalwi. Manve Badi a minute and 13 seconds behind. Randip a minute and 20 seconds of pace. Want you guys on pace?
Naye moyo stage twafunamu uko we had a little bit of car trouble in that stage. We did lose our brakes 6 kilometers to the end, and then also
I think at 6 there's single
exactly. The single were very tight. Yes, in fact, actually, I remember we had one off in one of the tight bits before 2
minutes and 8 seconds behind the stage winner Vora.
And then also on top of that, Twasanga in FUFA Bebeto as well, because they were limping at that point through the stage. So that definitely did distract us quite a bit.
While jam stage, while joining the gate, they were mentioning creating our gate.
Yeah, that's
very tight. So you
up to the chicane, then hairpin right.
Then we're gonna
very nice flowy beat. I tell you, somewhere that is very flowy like that, if you have no brakes and then you find dust, you can barely commit. That we know to dust pocket, I can't see. If you can't see, you can't drive. There's no point in you driving and then you end up in the ditch. So you can only go as fast as you can see. And the fact that you're struggling with brakes, we took it a little bit easy through there.
So still Vora wins that stage, a minute and 3 seconds ahead of us.
By the way, okongera kwetu Kesh, I think we need to respect Alwi's time, because Jukida Alwi actually passed Bebeto in that stage. So him being able to only be a minute 3 seconds behind, who knows if he had not found Bebeto on the dust, maybe he would have gone. He'd have gone quite quicker. So
what are the time interval between Bebeto and Alwi?
3 minutes, I do believe. No, but I think ndoweza kustatia gundi musa wawongera obundi.
Na dakika 5.
Because bali bamusanze mu Charles Muhanji as well. Yes, he was limping. Ate mu Charles Muhanji, they were behind him for a very long time.
So after by end of Kaguta, producers overall, Vora was 2 minutes and 38 seconds ahead of you guys. Yali 3 minutes and 48 seconds ahead of Yasin Nasa.
3 minutes 55 ahead of Skoda Segabwe.
Ate Bononya could time well.
Yes.
4 minutes and 15 seconds.
Karani Patero.
KP Ali 4 minutes and 29 seconds.
And to be honest with you, I personally was a little bit, I was very shocked to see that, KP by end of first, proper 2 stages is down 4 minutes. I started asking myself, balina kizibu kye bali mu kunansinga or something, because anyone who has watched KP and who knows KP, he might not completely be on the pace, but to be behind that bigger margin, 4 minutes, it's too extreme, So neta go having a conversation na ye mbabuze, what was the thinking behind the performance was there, one, because it was very unlike KP. Well, Mumanyi even last year actually from leg 1, they kept on fighting even when they had turbo issues. Because they had turbo issues almost through the whole of the event last year, but they kept on fighting. Newan Okulawanga 2 stages down and he was already 4 minutes. I don't know what the team was employing.
Okay, Professor Sotuako, Aaron was manning that stage, the Kabuta stage. Professor Sotuako CS3, which was the Ankole Cow. The Ankole Cow stage, the best stage of the rally?
Absolutely the best stage of the rally. Absolutely the best stage of the rally. From me, myself personally, from Randip, we really loved that stage. That was our best stage.
Because we're only 9 seconds behind Vora.
I mean, the stage was just so flow. Sweet. Stage yo yali enyuma. It had everything, you know, it had really fast corners, very technical, slow. Man, as a competitor, chobo yagala cho now stage yali echirina, you know. So it was just absolutely beautiful and amazing to drive.
Okay, so you guys were very call 9:37, you know, call 9:46. Then you guys were 9 seconds behind 9.1 seconds behind for
Yawuna Buni. We backed off a little bit in the middle of the stage after saying something about it.
Yapipira muko.
Hey, yapipira.
Yazunga. Okay, so let's start to column 2 of that stage. End of Katuzi Tambang because of time. After those are the times. 2 minutes and 47 seconds. After the third stage, so you got only 4 minutes and 37 seconds ahead of Asanarui, 5 minutes ahead of Manvebadi after the third stage. So the Tujamu, the super special stage, which was again to you guys who had done the shakedown and the RS guys who had done the qualifier, almost a repeat of what you guys had done the previous day done 2 days ago.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a couple of corners for sure. The dust was a massive hindrance. Super special stage. Kuba, the biggest hurdle yali on lane B. Why? Is because empewo yona yali eva ku lane A. Nefuwa edawansi. So what you also kuvuga lane A with definitely the dust, but it wasn't as bad as when you switch to lane B. To know it after the roundabout coming towards the FF, you can't see nothing. Fufu never de ku lane A has a lane B. Nemugamba, if you cannot see, you cannot drive. It does not make sense. You drive in the dust, you hit the soil mound, you hit a tree, and the rally is over. You know, so after we are done the 360 coming to the flying finish, it was in very good favor to try Emilia. You know, so that was really a very big hindrance, and I think organization really for next year, if you know, considering we're going back to Marara, that needs to be looked into massively, because we're very lucky that we didn't have an incident, but we would have had a really bad incident.
Never did training, and we had Duncan over the same issue, which needs to be worked on. Okay, Professor, so two times Kasawe, which was SS4. SS4. These are the 2 times, I think, after end of leg. Very enough, the 35 minutes and 7 seconds. After 2.28, very close to 2:30, 4 seconds ahead of Patel.
Akim Virani.
Ahead of Akim Virani, won the first run. Then A.
Then KP
234, Randip 237.
Duncan 244. Amen, who were 245. Ambrose Bena 247. Jonas Mata.
Munane Rabisi. Ate Dozango Jeko Mfufwe. But anyway, the fact that was lane A. But the lane B again, we had an issue. If you look at times in lane B, it's a zari money because but anyway, we got over it finally. But of course, kudos to Akifa wangu demo stage. But what happened to Vora at that time? Yakola 250, 20 seconds behind Akif Virani.
I mean, very interesting. I don't know, Aaron, what do you think?
I was it by the way at that sprint. I did not even come that side. I don't even know what happened there.
Okay, producer, so to lane B, SS 4B, Virani Awangula SS4A. He will now Awangula stage.
Very nice.
142.
Mogereki tu. Tuhero yabula mu stage. Yakola
142.
Kubanga 142 teriyo.
Yes.
It can never be anywhere. 142 ngaba bora but akiba him 221. Actually he missed the turn na kuma ko miko FF na again afroma. That's the reason he got a 5-minute. Yes.
So in other words, Akif is in the stage.
Yes, definitely.
339.
Yes.
No, sorry, 221. KP 225. Vera na akora 231. So Akif ya wangu the super special stage.
Super special basically.
Okay. So producer so to akoloma yokubiri after SS yeah, that's it. That is you guys were 2 minutes and 50 seconds. After that's end of day 1. 2 minutes 50 seconds behind Vora. Akif ngali 4 minutes 25. Nenga taki.
Oronga Randip kuba okusatu. A full 2 minutes almost.
1 minute and 54 seconds.
55 seconds.
So the best placed national was Randip. Then Yasin Nasa. Then Sebuguzi.
Sebuguzi did well. Then
Sebuguzi, Alwi.
Then
Segabwe. Then Dauda. And Duncan Mubiro. But Duncan's time, he had 44. But again, the results that came out later on, he had an hour and something. I think it was an issue which they later on sorted. Okay, so that was end of leg. So Vora was a comfortable 2 minutes and 50.
Owaye producer.
Lekera munana teriwa.
From Yasera Otwaga want to appearing in the top 10. Minambo za want to appearing on the top 10. Na sija kufura. Agenda muka box tena.
Ogeza kugamba siyara we yalemese zomulimu.
So yabikola benda manja wabikola. Then okay, that was end of leg. So end of day 2 started with the of course the overnight park for Meko Lakeview. Then the first stage, the 6 kilometer stage, you know. Very very good
ekusa mumodo.
Wakava mu service itamu, then go and do the next 2. Singate mwali mazikola nti womalokola the 6. So kole mama ne Muhanji. It would have been disaster. The fact that so can call as zero. Why is okujira no million no
wabateka mu mundu tukasoko demo mu service otereze motoka eyo olokogende mu destroyer ogumye era be mwakola mwasanyusa mwakikola wadde wagenda okujja ku control ya Wasanga ku ya Muhanji ngira wakabye okaba ko kuliko mati
na isabire byaba Oscar Tayo Nasuman after safari aina stara ziyali asaba ndozaziba duwa and Mungu nazidam the first stage Kamorante bagikola Duncan ya getting a start they were already planning Muzabibu the 8 kilometer stage never
nakola reverse
gakwaya
nakola reverse
ise mikono mas never gonna into the following day start here repeat ya
Kamora never mujja
because of the race na ise mikono mas
nacho badega lokusaba
najja mujio samo na sama nyo Mungu nagamba ogero never jiko na bila sanyo wae wabere wakayo yeah, producer, our time is up, but I don't know how best you can do it. We can maybe continue up this discussion next week. When we have more time. But we can get, of course, come at the end of day 1. We have 2 minutes to the end of the show. So come on next week, God willing. Day 2, which had, I think, 7 stages. Yes. Because Uncle Mokari, Kaguta, Uncle Ekau, then Muhanji. Mama, those are 5.
Yes.
Then repeat Uncle Ekau, Kaguta, those are 7, and finally the power stage. Maybe before, of course, next week we'll get back here. God willing. Now, issue in the war, as another talking point, was about the power stage. Because we get back with these stages and talk about them. Of course, hopefully get to one of those guys who did participate in the event. Yes. And maybe we can lead us to Randy on Monday, and we expand on the event. But the power stage, there was some bit of I think totally used even from a computer's perspective. Because Tajam power stage, rather Tajam service. There was a communication. Ojangu moti mu service, no check into the control into service. Genda mu service. Do the service of 30 minutes. fuluma ojje muri group no refuel jangu muri group ova muri group then bakwalocating time endala ove muri group ojje ku transport ojje ku transport ojje you refuel then you come into the stage kati
kama kuzabuza
so it was a bit kande what so whoever was explaining into us rojaga nemba mukwata ndi
Aaron ebyago biso musajja munano biraba
kubayo again it was a bit but finally because you have not been used to such so you because ask Pablo Zawachi why don't you do a refuel
after coming out of service
that what's the difference agamba oja kukola refuel whenever by the way on your transport time okutwala mu stage is the refuel jali okola it was let me call it double refuel ekozesa the power stage nekutwala nemu end of lake ku lake view just out of service from the 10 minutes out of ngomaze power stage wait ogenda kola refuel endala era walo ne mashonga mukambwe nnyo namalala batanga ngosemiza and these are some of the things I think we need to get accustomed to as well. Otherwise you can miss and you're into trouble.
Very true. Ate nekirala maybe okugatako ku ekyo just very quickly. Kiri very important okumentioninga ku itinerary rally wegenda okugwira. Why? Because as a team actually, you know, we ask that question a lot. Kuba trying to be on the semi-professional side. You calculate fuel to the last
yes.
So when you get an itinerary, you're calculating your fuel according to all the refuels that you have on the itinerary, you know. So itinerary gamba, the last refuel is going to be at a service. I think itinerary rally again kugwira ku service. Then no wagamba, no tugamba ate mugena vuga kilometer asatu mwemu okudda yate ku Lake View back for me.
I'm giving you an hour to do that.
Exactly. That is you know, it completely messes up the calculation of the team, especially if you know okay, I would say more towards the side of a foreign team that probably has come with already calculated fuel. Local. Because even I remember with when we did the championship with Just Mangat, we had the same issue again in Hoima. The rally was supposed to end at the service park. You have to drive 15 kilometers to go back to the... But remember, we've already calculated the fuel that we have traveled with, and so saying this is very expensive fuel, you know. So I think it is very added for...
Try to take up on the last competitive part of the rally should be at the TC.
Yes.
After your final 15-minute service.
Yeah.
Ngao kuvao usano gamba mtu nyongera mu amafuta wano tugende ugondi kubanga ngeno transport to Lake View is not part of the competitive fire. You're not penalized for
and I have a query with the scrutineers. They this thing of checking the top 3 cars. We had a sponsor who was en route to giving us a huge package. Get podium onto division. And he's like, is that division Suzuki? Moses. What the hell are you talking about? But that's all we've had for you guys. We'll get back next week. We've went on day 1, leg 1. Next week, God willing, Enoch will be here, God willing, as well as Aaron. We, of course, get one of those foreign drivers, our demo event, but we'll hear how they've seen the event and Uganda's in terms of levels of competition. Well, by na issues that was I think it's about him, Nico driver. Because Chinawu Church, Labeko, but Chinawu Dembo, Bajam stage, Bajam service, and he as a team they were not in good terms with each other. So Nasadom take a motor car and they drove him off and they couldn't continue. That's why he didn't do. I think that was after the stage.
That was after the morning loop.
Morning loop.
Dead too.
So that's what the Kuranga Chikola Kali. We'll get back next week. Of course, the more talking points about Pearl, that and more, you can also have an input. We'll get back on Monday tuberenga tubibayisaamu aben kesha omuchuba nerinya sidali omuchuba wasasi ne assistant COC wa event okay you guys tried makoze ne ore interviews ezimwe that ngazili a bit great no we are off air that's all we've had. You get back next week and tumalize palo.